Namaste. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? What we're going to do today? Today, I take a little part, or really a really important part from the Budokon sequence, and it's the Cobra Roll. Let me show you what we're going to do, and I will explain in detail how you can learn that. Cobra Roll, it looks like that. Let me show it to you from the front. Yeah. And back, downward facing dog. One more time. You actually can come from here, from a rolling wave, raising the heels up high, rolling forward into blank, then into chaturanga. You lie down, bring your fingertips a little bit to the front, anterior tilt in the pelvis. Okay, what is the Cobra Roll? What are we doing here? We're basically moving energy through the spine, and we're moving it upward from the lower part of the spine. Like my teacher Simon always says, it's toothpaste yoga. It's like a toothpaste. Uh, if you press it on the top and on the bottom, nothing comes out of the tube. But if you press it slowly from the bottom upward, you get the toothpaste actually out. And that's what we're doing with the spine. We're moving energy upward through the spine, starting at the base. So to get into this movement, if you do it right away on the floor, you're probably going to see it's really difficult because we have two parts what we have to consider. The one part is the muscle memory, the movement, that the body knows the movement, and the other part is the strength. So if it comes both together, that's what makes it really difficult. So let's take this apart. Let's first learn the movement in general. Can you do that? Pubic bone in, sit bones back and up. Basically, just moving your pelvis. That's exactly the movement we need. That's the initial movement. Cobra roll, we're starting with an anterior tilt of the pelvis, and then we're rolling through the spine. So the first movement is you tuck your tail under, you pull your pubic bone forward and up. If that is done, you round the rest of your body. And then the other way around, we're starting at the pelvis again. Sit bones back and up, belly forward, ribs forward, chest forward. Open your chest. It's basically when anterior tilt, you go around, and then you straighten your arms. So one way to learn it is this movement first. First, isolating the pelvis, and then making the spinal roll through the spine, starting at your base, at your pelvis. And you really can feel the difference. When you do this movement, you feel how you get energized and energy is flowing upwards. Check it out, do it the other way around, moving your shoulders first. Bring the shoulders down, and then the rest of the body moves. Move the shoulders first, and then the pelvis at last. And I feel immediately when I'm doing that it kind of suppresses, it brings energy down. So we're starting here. Okay, now we take it to the floor. An easy way to do the Cobra roll is you come, bring your hands under your forehead, press on them, bring your elbows in, and come into a Sphinx pose. When you're in the Sphinx pose, check, are your shoulders above your elbows? So I bring mine a little bit more back. Shoulder width apart, shoulders above the elbows. Now I keep my knees exactly where they are, and I also keep my elbows exactly where they are. I press on my elbows and shift the weight back. So knees, see, knees and elbows staying. From here, that's the first movement I just taught you. The pelvis is moving, it's rotating forward. And then we take it from here. Pelvis rotates forward, we round, and then you push forward, roll your shoulders back. Spinal roll. Wave-like movement through the spine. Very easy, there's no strength involved. So practice that until it gets integrated into your system. Press on your hands, elbows go out, bring your fingertips under your shoulders, toes under, lift the knees, pull the pubic bone a little bit forward, that engages your core, and then see if you can press up with a straight spine. Here we learning the strength part. Back, downward facing dog. One more time. Rolling wave, chaturanga, lie down, forehead, bring your elbows in, elbows and knees staying, press back, roll through your spine, one vertebra at a time, press on your hands, elbows out, bring your hands under your shoulders, toes under, lift the knee, engage the core with pulling the pubic bone a little bit forward, press on your hands, straight spine up and back, downward facing dog. That's the easy version of the Cobra Roll. Once you manage that, you might try the full version. So what really helps, check where you bring your fingers, either a little bit more forward or back. For everyone, a little bit different. For me, it's kind of directly under my shoulders. Another important point, keep your wings in, your elbows in. To get into this anterior tilt in your pelvis, if you're on a mat like me, toes under, lift the knees, press on your toes. Now I'm in this anterior tilt. If you're flat on the floor and there's no mat and not much friction, you just can, actually it works on this mat as well, you can just pull your bum a little bit in. Okay, once you're here, what really helps is to press into your hands and lift the chest a little bit from the floor. And then see if you can do that, because that's the initial movement here. Lifting the chest a little bit, keeping the wings in, this movement. From here, you press on your hands, you roll through your spine, and you're there. If you don't have the strength yet, then there's a good way to build strength. You all know that. Do push-ups. Do 50 every day to begin with. Amazing. You build up strength very quickly. When I say 50 push-ups, it sounds maybe a little bit a lot, but it's actually not. If you do the normal push-ups, so a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, pull your pubic bone in so you engage your core, and then you do a full push-up down and back up. So let's say we do 15 of that. If you only manage to do 5, what you do, you bring your knees down and do it like that to finish off the rest. So there's no need to have the knees up. If you can't, it will come with time. That's the first one you do. The second one are the chaturanga ones. You bring your hands directly under your shoulders, and here keep your wings in. Halfway, don't go deeper than 90-degree angle, and come back up. If it gets too much, knees down. The last one we're gonna do, make a diamond shape, bring it on the floor, and see if you can bring your chest to here and back up. And this little bit of more push, pull the pubic bone in. Down, up, and here the same thing. If it gets too much, knees down. Okay. Having all that, I think you will progress quickly to learn the Cobra Roll. Let me show it to you one more time. Downward facing dog, heels up high, roll forward to chaturanga, lie down, fingers under your shoulders, anterior tilt in your pelvis, lift a little bit, roll through your spine, each vertebra at a time. Upward facing dog, chin to chest, roll back, downward facing dog. So, thank you very much. That's for Today, a little bit about the Cobra Roll. Much love. Namaste.